Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rum Boys Fantasy Network. It's your boy Robbie J, here with my co-host TyBerg, aka TyBoogie.
All right. What's up?
We got a massive lineup for you guys tonight. NBA, some UFC, NFL. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get right into it. Go ahead, pause that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ty. First off, man, we hope that you guys' holiday was good. How was your holiday, bro?
Good as always. Family, friends time.
Good,
Always
yeah.
good, yeah.
You also put in some work over your holiday too, man. I want to say that look, if you guys haven't noticed, look around. The set has changed a little bit. Kept some of your favorites, moved some things around. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, with that, this channel wouldn't be possible without all of you. The channel has blown up like crazy over the last 24 hours. 200 plus subscribers, 209 right before we started airing.
Nice.
So thank you guys. Keep subscribing, keep sharing with your friends.
Appreciate
Click the like
you all.
button.
Yeah.
Hop in the comments. Let's start off with some shout outs before we get into some sports news, some reviews and things of that nature. First shout out, of course, Thrive Fantasy app. Check out Thrive Fantasy app. Click in the description at the bottom of this video, and make sure you guys check out the app. You will receive a 10 credit after you deposit your first 10 on your own from the Rum Boys and Thrive. With that, also got a shout out Blackout King 5 on Twitter. Right before we went on, sending us a question, a fantasy question. He's going to be winning his championship, or trying to win his championship this week in week 17. So we'll answer your question when we get into the football segment on the show. Blackout King, appreciate you. Give him a follow. And then also, I just want to shout out the 2-on-1 Fantasy Podcast. Fellas, appreciate the love and support that you've shown us and all the advice that you've given us to help us grow. Thank you. Excited to be in a fantasy league with you guys next year.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do, dilly dilly.
Hell yeah.
Let's review Christmas hoops.
Some good games.
Hell yeah.
I mean, again, yeah, I was putting in work on this. Definitely watching some games, at least had it in the background. I mean, some close games, some big games from a couple different people. So
yeah, I got a call from my dad, and early in the morning we did picks. We did picks against each other. I won. I went 5-0 on Christmas Day. I went 5-0 on Christmas Day in picks against my dad. It was great.
Whatever.
But first game that we want to just recap, Thunder Rockets. It was pretty crazy. Score 109-113. Yeah. Rockets in favor of the Rockets. James Harden.
Unreal. I mean, yeah.
Homie in his last, I believe it's like 6 outings, last 6 games.
Almost 40 points a game.
Yep, almost 40 points a game. To be exact, 39.5 is his average. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Also, with that being said, the Rockets have kind of also been in a little bit of a slump too.
I mean, the Rockets were like James Harden on Christmas. I mean, if you watch the game or hear anything about the game, basically James Harden was on fire to start. Huge slump of missing like 11 shots, I think it was, and then lit it back up and put up another 20 or whatever it was that he needed in the second half. So that's kind of how the Rocket season has been for a while. I mean, regardless, a really good game. Russ and PG out there again. PG putting up, I think, 28 and 14. Yeah. Russ, an assist and a rebound each away from a triple-double. So
21, 9, and 9. Yeah, is what that man Rusty Westbrook went. Is what he went for on Christmas Day. So, I mean, guys definitely went out there and they did their thing in that game. I think that it was a swing game for the Rockets. I think that now is the time, right before heading into the All-Star, is the time that they could have kind of swung the pendulum for their season. They need Harden to stay on fire the way that he is.
That was just a big game because the Thunder have been on fire, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
PG,
PG's been putting up 40s. I mean, the Thunder have been hot and looking like the team we, thought and possibly I hoped they would be. And, the Rockets kind of, again, close game, but stopped that in a way, I guess.
It's a lot of ballers in the West. Next game, next game, we'll actually go back to that standpoint. And I'll just prove why when we get into a few more games. We have, Sixers, Celtics, right?
That was a good game, too. That went into OT.
Sixers, Celtics, that did go into OT.
Kyrie Irving, madman.
Yes, absolutely.
Him and James Harden each putting up 40 points.
Yeah, and both are amazing. Are amazing from outside the perimeter. Except here's the thing with Kyrie. Kyrie gonna break your damn ankles, boy. That man's handles. Uncle Drew is nasty, and Drew came to play on Christmas Day.
That's true. He was ready. I mean, he wanted. He had 10 rebounds. I mean, as a point guard, that's. Yep. I mean, aside from Russell Westbrook, how many people bring that in? So he was ready. He wanted to play. He wanted the ball. Good to see.
After OT, what was that final score? Trying to double check.
Oh, I had it. Yeah, 121, 114. So
121, 114.
I mean, Kyrie just again turned it on in OT. Basically, I mean, he had the last couple possessions, just took it all into his own hands. I think hit a couple threes. He wasn't missing. So
here's the thing with Philly. If Ben Simmons was a 3-point shooter. If Ben Simmons was a 3-point shooter,
okay,
completely different.
He doesn't have to be. They just need a little bit of time. They might need a little bit more bench now that they just traded for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. I mean, Buckets is coming and doing his thing.
Yes, but they need a bench still. I mean, that's what they lost. Covington, they need a bench. Covington was a shooter. Everyone they gave for Jimmy Butler was a shooter. Was somebody that they needed. But give them this year to grow together and then pick up some pieces.
You can't play basketball that way, Philly. I'm just sorry.
Yes, you can. Trust the process.
You can't. Get a shooter.
They have JJ.
Let's see. My favorite game of that day was, of course, Lakers Warriors. Lake Show coming out. Showing, even when LeBron went out with that growing injury, we are expecting LeBron to maybe miss a couple of games. I don't see him maybe missing no more than he missed the one against Sacramento, and of course Sacramento last second shot beat the Lakers this previous night. What is it? Thursday night last night. But Lakers ended up just making the Warriors look absolutely awful in this game. Absolutely awful.
The Warriors just weren't hitting shots.
No, they weren't, and it was honestly almost the same looking thing when we were playing Sacramento last night, Thursday night. Here's the thing, it's a repeat of almost last year. The Lakers, without LeBron, mediocre at best. Tight games, coming in very close type of games. And that's what we can't have during this stretch while he's out. Lakers, I need you guys to really dig deep and, hold it together right now. Hopefully he only misses about 3 more games.
They have him on the sideline, though. That's the point. I mean, when they get in the huddle, that's why LeBron is there, too, to not let them just give up. Or not give up, but, to push them that extra step that they needed last year. So they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine.
No, I mean, I definitely feel you. I mean, with the remaining schedule over the next 4 games, I think we visit the Kings again, like 2 more times, something like that. So I mean, I'm not too worried, but going back to what I said earlier when we were just covering that Thunder Rockets game, the West is super strong. There's ballers in the West. Legitimate ballers. When I was looking at the standings for your conference, for the East, for where the Bulls play,
I mean,
there's 2-3 different teams with only 9 wins, or 3 or 4 different teams. There's only one that I saw that when we're looking at the standings of who can get in. I mean, And it was the Suns.
I mean,
the Suns in the West.
What did you think when we started the season? You mean you saw LeBron go over? I mean, you knew that the West was going to be the conference that was going to be the finals before the finals. Like we knew that. We've known that.
I'm excited about this. I'm excited, and the reason why I bring this topic up so heavily is because with this is the first year in a couple of years that LeBron could not be in the finals. It's the first year in a couple of years
it's
where
not even All-Star break. Next.
Even Golden State couldn't be in the finals.
Next. It's not even All-Star break.
Let's see what happens. NBA fans, stay tuned. The West is powerful.
I wouldn't be opposed if the Rockets make it. I wouldn't.
I want to see two totally, completely different teams. Completely different stars. I would be okay with it.
Well, you're not seeing the Cavs.
Yeah, well, obviously. They're the worst team in the
Next.
league. UFC action. Tomorrow's a huge fight night. UFC 232 getting moved from Las Vegas to Los Angeles to Cali.
Yep.
Going back to Cali. There's a little bit of controversy behind this fight. There's a lot of controversy. This is true. So John Bones Jones, hands down, one of the greatest fighters on the planet. Now, there's some cloudiness around that statement, too. Going up against Alexander Gustafsson. Once again, nothing against Gustafsson, one of the greatest fighters on the planet. John Bones Jones, the reason why the fight had to get moved from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, I guess he had a small trace of some form of a steroid. I believe it was the same substance that Canelo had popped positive for with the Triple G situation, found in like meat and stuff. Anyways, furthermore, he popped for it. It was a small dose. Dana White was saying in the meeting with Gustafsson that we were watching, it wasn't even an amount that like you could, ingest.
Right.
Yeah. How do you feel about this?
They did say though that he was clean for like 8 tests and then had this trace come back. I mean, like, that's a little suspicious to me. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not a doctor, but does that skip 8 tests and then just like?
I mean, when we look at the Canelo situation, that was because of beef. It was because of beef that was, not fully tested or whatever.
I want this fight to happen. Beyond.
I mean, it's gonna happen. It's happening. But I mean, in what other sport could you like test positive for something and then still be able to fight? Like, that wouldn't happen in boxing. Like, as skewed as boxing is, like, I don't think that's gonna happen in fucking boxing. Like, come on. Boxing. I know the starts to come out. DC. You gotta, your Chicago accent comes out sometimes. You can't get on me about that.
Anyways.
My guy. Anyways.
It's gonna be a good fight.
Also on the undercard.
I got John Jones.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're taking Jones. We're doing that now. I'm taking Gustafsson.
Woo!
Also in the undercard.
Let's go.
You definitely want to check out Chris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes.
Cyborg's gonna eat that ass.
We're disagreeing on another fight. I'm going Amanda Nunes. Nunes, a lot the smaller, more build fighter, but she's a lot quicker. I'm excited to see how
we're gonna put that pressure.
All it takes is one shot to the chin. We've already seen Cyborg's left hand. It's nasty. It's a haymaker. So, but UFC 232 locked and loaded for you guys. Gonna be good. Let's see. Let's get into NFL, Ty.
Okay.
Go ahead and kick off the NFL action, bro.
I mean, it's the end of the year. You already know. So more or less, I think our NFL segment is more just the teams on the brink, getting in, getting out. Just the last couple of teams. Just the last couple of teams that are on the level. We already went through teams that are there. Just those teams that are, last couple games that matter. So, I mean, let's start with the Skins. Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, Skins eliminated, of course.
The Skins definitely don't want the Eagles to get this W, but
no.
Eagles need a W and a Viking loss. So
because of our front office issues, the Eagles are going to pull this one out. There could be a W, and I'm sure that you like that because that's not
I don't want to see the Vikings. I don't want to see the Vikings in the playoffs.
You don't have to worry about the Vikings. But then also with that, is Nick Foles like playoff god? Like, is he like I am the god?
It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop at some point. I mean, why not stop through the Bears defense? I mean, I don't mind. I don't know.
There's been a lot of speculation about the Foles thing. I think it would be okay. From a analyst to analyst, from a reporter to reporter standpoint, you know that the headline would be crazy of Nick Foles does it again.
Whatever, dude.
But as fans, I don't want to see it happen. I don't want to see it happen because that would be just too crazy. I don't even know how to be able to handle it. So yeah, and then that's in my division. Oh God, no, bleh. But unfortunately, I could see that just happened.
Nah, you did it. Fucked up. Regardless, I'm not trying to see that happen. I don't want to see the Vikings in the playoffs. We are seeing the Vikings. The Bears-Vikings do play on Sunday in Minnesota. The Bears already clinched, but again, the Vikings pushing to get in. I mean, if I'm Matt Nagy and I'm Chicago, I'm playing at least most of the game to try and keep the Vikings out.
So what's the news on the Bears locker room from your fan standpoint, from your reporter standpoint? What do you got on that? Man?
I mean, not a whole lot, but I mean, again, I would assume that they're gonna play. I mean, maybe not, some crazy whatever, trick plays or anything to get anybody hurt. I'm sure they're gonna tell Trubisky to cool it and to slide every time. He's always out there trying to get that extra couple yards. So, just a lax game. But, I mean, if it's close, I see them, pushing for that W. So.
Yeah. I think the Bears winning that one. There's just a better defense on the other side of the ball.
Bottom line, though. So, does that mean you got Philly getting in over Minnesota?
I don't like Kirk Cousins in this. I don't like Kirk Cousins in these playoffs. Kirk Cousins is too inconsistent. I think that Nick Foles stands a better chance than Kirk. I want to watch some entertaining playoffs. If my team's not going to be in, damn it, let me have some good football. So at this point, may the most competitive teams win. I don't think in the playoffs, Kirk Cousins is a competitive guy.
Can't really disagree. So, I don't want to see the Vikings just as a Bears fan. So, I'm not trying to see.
Even still, you guys would smack them. What? You would smack them back to back?
It's cool.
What? So you would, even if they somehow did win, then you go to see them in the playoffs. Then you smack them and you send them home because all your starters are in. You're not resting anybody.
If we do play our starters though and we lose, they have the confidence going into the playoffs and then seeing us again that they did beat us, and I don't like it.
Vikings are.
If we play bench, Daniels comes out. I mean, Cohen and Howard don't touch the ball. I mean, if that happens and we lose, I mean, it's whatever. Exactly. I'm down to see him in the playoffs. Let's go. So.
And some other playoff news. Where did you want to go next?
Yeah,
you want to go with that Raiders Chiefs scenario?
Raiders Chiefs, and then Chargers Broncos.
These two tie into each other.
Chargers, Chiefs. The Chiefs are holding the division right now. They actually win the home field advantage if the Chiefs get the W. If the Chiefs lose and the Chargers win, though, they're swapping. And the Chargers have a chance to win the division. So they're both already in playoffs, already a lock. Raiders, obviously not anywhere near that. I'll leave that
by
alone.
Any means.
The Broncos did not make it. Again, I'm sorry for anyone in Denver, but neither of them in there. But
the only reason because there's no Emmanuel Sanders.
Chargers Chiefs playing hard, so it's just more or less. Will the Chiefs lose this week to the Raiders?
They pretty much just kind of almost swap spots. It's just a matter of them swapping.
It's a matter of them swapping. So it's not a big deal. But do the Chiefs lose to the Raiders? What's the percentage of that in Arrowhead?
No,
they're gonna be playing too because they want home field advantage.
John Gruden, you can't just come in and try and play spoiler and rack up a few wins. No, you guys have looked good in the last few weeks, but no, I don't give you guys this game. So Chiefs win.
Chiefs get home field advantage.
Yeah.
Bottom line, even if the Chargers win, I mean, they're just getting another W.
If Andy Reid is smart, he takes the home field advantage. The Chiefs don't want to play away. The Chiefs want Arrowhead.
It's not that they don't want to play away. They just need to play an Arrowhead. That's crazy. So
yeah,
easy situation there, but
another easy one.
This is probably the game to watch.
Yeah,
if you can watch this, is the game to watch. Win or go home, basically, for Indianapolis and for your boy Marcus Mariota and the Titans. So,
yeah.
Tennessee, Indianapolis.
Shout out Will for that. Really quick, Pat McAfee is making his broadcasting debut during this game.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually gonna everyone like on Twitter was excited about this, like a little backstory to this. So yeah, that's also gonna be entertaining too. But aside from that, with either of these teams, it's you win, you're in.
Or you're
hands
out.
down.
Yeah. Both 9-6, both pushing for the division right now. This is it. So
Andrew Luck all day. I got the Colts. Darius Leonard, like on that defense. Like, let's go.
I have the same, sadly. Again, you said Leonard. I mean, Mariota's not getting out of the pocket. It's just he's not getting anywhere. Andrew Luck, if Andrew Luck has a good game, I mean, we've seen him put up nothing against the Jags, but we've also seen him throw 3 touchdowns consistently. So
and Mariota's dealing with some
he's always
soreness
dealing with
right
something,
now.
dude.
He's always banged
it's
up.
Whatever. Colts
all day with that one. Indy, I hope you guys enjoy that.
The one I was excited for. I love this division. I love talking about this division. Dude, I do. It's always something. There's always something.
Go ahead.
All right. Steelers, Ravens. Basically, one of them's getting in, one of them's not making it right now. The Ravens have it right now. If they get the W, the Steelers are out. If the Steelers get the W and the Ravens lose, the Steelers are in and Ravens are out. So Ravens just need to get that W.
Eric Whittle already said that nobody wanted to see the Ravens in the playoffs. Like,
I mean, how would you want to? Have you seen the defense?
Oh gosh, did you see how they played the Chiefs? Man, there's no reason why Lamar Jackson couldn't come away with that one, bro. Like,
I mean,
I want the Ravens in. I don't really feel like the Steelers.
Antonio Brown dealing with some stuff this week.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't feel like the Steelers even deserve it. Like, for real.
But do the Ravens? Do you want to see the Ravens offense in the playoffs? I get why you want to see the defense, but do you want to see the
Lamar
Ravens
Jackson? Yeah.
Okay.
Because at that point, the Ravens have a chance at that point. Like I said before we begun this segment, may the most competitive teams win the playoffs in the NFL. That it's like the Hunger Games. It's like the Hunger Games. It's not like basketball where you get 7 games or hockey or even like baseball. Football, it's one and done.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I mean,
would you want to see the Steelers in the playoffs?
I don't want to see the Steelers in the playoffs, but I don't want to see another stout defense in the playoffs either.
I want this to be competitive.
The Ravens are similar to the Bears, where the defense is the big thing, and the offense, as long as the offense does not make mistakes and can 1 or 2 touchdowns consistent, just don't lose the ball, don't hold the time of possession. You're fine. Trubisky doesn't have to be the player of the game. He just has to throw maybe a touchdown 2 and limit his interceptions. Lamar Jackson's the same.
Here's the thing with the Steelers, bro. Here's the thing. And you're right about the Ravens. And you're right about the stout defenses. But here's the thing with the Steelers. I don't feel like that their defense is as nice.
They're not.
I don't.
Here. The Steelers are offense.
I don't feel like
them and the Chiefs.
With some of the injuries right now with James Conner, when he does come back, is he gonna be 100%? I don't know. We don't really know. So with that, and you're gonna need James Conner in the playoffs. That's what was carrying you through the season.
That's why the Rams and the Saints are gonna be the teams. They have an offense and a defense both. The Bears, I just said, if Trubisky has a game, we got an offense, but we're mostly defense. The Ravens, defense. Chiefs and Steelers, offense.
I gotta go Ravens in this playoff picture. I gotta go Ravens in this one. That's what I'd rather see.
The Ravens are playing the Browns. The big thing is, do the Ravens lose?
Baker, you already know that Baker has more chips on his shoulder than someone carrying bags of Lay's in from a grocery store. Like, come on, bro.
And he beats the Ravens defense.
I want Baker to get put in his place. I'm not gonna agree with what
It's not it.
with what TJ Houshmandzadeh said, about hitting a player late and stuff like that, But I want Baker to be taught a lesson. I mean, especially after the whole Hugh Jackson thing. He didn't leave, bro. Like, come on, get over it. But still, like, I want him to get hit so hard that he does mature a little bit. This is the NFL, bro. Like, sometimes I like his tenacity, sometimes I don't. So I hope that in this game he gets a nice reality check for next year. Ravens, I don't think so. I don't think the Browns got it in them. Not this time. I've been picking them for the last few times on this show.
Baltimore holds it.
Let's go.
Holds it.
But ladies,
I think that's it. That's the last of anybody that's gonna make it. So
yeah.
Big Sunday.
But other than that, we just want to make sure that you guys all have a happy New Year, and that you guys are safe out there. Let's do a quick why the rum is always going, Tyler. You got anything that you want to come up with on the spot, freestyle one for me?
Yeah. I actually my why the rum is always gone. Actually, I heard that. After that big overtime loss, 114-121, the Sixers Celtics, that Joel Embiid already said that he wanted the ball more. He didn't get the ball enough. The man had 34 points. I mean, like, I'm just wondering, how many points do you think you need to score to? I mean, I get it's OT, 34, whatever, but like, that's a good amount of points.
I mean,
my man. Look around you. Jimmy Butler came to play. JJ Redick can shoot. Ben Simmons is...
I agree.
That's just a little, whatever.
My reason why the rum is always gone actually has to do with UFC 232. I don't think that is, come on. He did come up with something in his system. I mean, and you said that after multiple tests, Dana White, that, hey, he didn't have traces of it. How did it just suddenly come back during this last test? So it's just a bit of a disappointment, and I also kind of feel for the fans of Las Vegas that were going to be originally watching it at its original venue. But other than that, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for rocking with us all 2018. 200 subscribers. We're going into 2019. We about to kill it. We about to take off. Rum boys, we love you.
See, a lot of these niggas be acting like they real steppers out here, but you not that fourth quarter pressure, you heard me?